Hey guys, welcome back to another video. If you're new here, I'm Lindsay and I bring content on clean beauty and skincare. Today's video is this very berry toned fall makeup that I couldn't wait to share with you guys. I went through my collection, pulled out some products that I don't usually use, some more cool tones. I just got really excited about the upcoming season and all the makeup looks, so I wanted to create this very fall inspired look. Let me know in the comments below what looks you'd love to see from me for the fall season. I would love to hear from you guys. But anyway, if you want to see how I ended up getting this look, then keep watching. Alright guys, let's go ahead and get started with the look I have planned today. I do already have my brows on, clearly. Went for a little bit more of a bold brow in fall makeup fashion. So for the foundation today, I still want to keep the skin nice and light and glowy and still weightless, but a good amount of coverage. So I'm going to go in with the Juice Beauty Phyto Pigments Flawless Serum Foundation. I have the shade 14 Sand. And this is very liquidy, so you definitely have to shake it up a lot. And I am going to add in the Ilia Liquid Light in Nova just for a little bit of an added glow. This is already pretty glowy on its own, but I thought these would be really pretty together. So I'm going to go ahead and mix these up, and then we'll apply it to our face. My face, not our face. So I'm going to dot this on my face in sections. It dries really quickly, so you have to work super fast with it. I find if I use a brush, it just doesn't. It dries too quickly. So I like to go on a sponge to cover the most surface area as quickly as I can with this. And I'm just going to apply a light layer and we'll build up the coverage a little bit. Since I had some left, I am going in with a second layer. Again, blending this really quickly before it dries. Alright guys, next up for my concealer, I have the Haley's Revive Concealer Cream. I have the shade Fair Light Neutral. They have this brand at Target. They're not like super pure. They do not use those like main toxic ingredients, even though I don't like to use that word, you know what I'm saying? So I just did a little bit of that under my eyes and blend that out with my sponge. Now that the concealer is blended in, I'm going in with the Juice Beauty Phyto Pigments Flawless Finishing Powder, and I'm going to set my under eyes and lightly set the rest of my face too. Alright, our face is set. I'm going in with the Lily Lolo Sculpt and Glow Duo. I haven't used this in so long, so I thought I would use this bronzer today. I'm just gonna bronze up, you know, my face. This is actually a really nice bronzer, and I always forget that I have it because it's one of like the oldest clean beauty products that I have, but it is really nice. Next for blush, I really wanted to use the Ilia Color Haze in the shade Sing. These are like their cream blushes. You can also use them on your lips. And I haven't used this in a while, really since I did that video when they first launched, but this is a really pretty sort of bright berry color, so I'm definitely going to go light-handed with it so I don't go overboard, hopefully. Like I said, I wanted this look to be like really berry toned. Getting into fall looks, we're not going like full warm smoky eye and deep lip quite yet, but I just wanted to dip my toes into some more cooler tones and really just start playing with, you know, tones like these, more fall colors. So I'm just going to take that, and I think I'm going to use just a little brush and apply it to my cheeks. So I'm just going to try to evenly get this onto my brush and apply it. These smell so good. They smell like vanilla. Oh, it's actually really pretty. I wasn't sure how this was going to look on my skin, since I usually don't really wear blush shades like this, but I think it looks pretty so far. Just going in with a powder brush to soften the color up a little bit. Since it is such a bold color, it's pretty easy to go overboard with it. Alright, I think that doesn't look too crazy. Next on to blush, I have this one, not blush, highlighter. I have this one from Bare Minerals. It's their Endless Glow Highlighter in the shade Joy, which has these really pretty like peachy pink undertones, which I thought would go really nicely with this look. So I'm gonna grab my highlight brush and I'm just gonna pop this on the tops of my cheekbones. I really like this shade because it's one of those like peachy gold highlights, but the gold in it is light enough that it works on my skin tones. I always liked really peachy highlights, but some are just, the gold is too deep, so it shows up a little weird on me. But I think this one looks really nice. I brought it down the bridge of my nose as well. So I think that will be about it for our face. Let's go ahead and move on to the eyes. We're going to start with the Ilia Necessary palette in the Cool Nude version. wanted to pull this out because it has a nice amount of cool berry tones to play with. So I think, I think we're just gonna start with, I'm actually gonna put bronzer in my crease first, and then we're gonna go in with this shade, which is called Unravel. It's like a matte sort of a berry tone. I feel like I keep saying berry tone. Clearly they're berry tones. I'm gonna take that and just build up a little bit of it on my crease on top of bronzer. So I'm just taking the Lily Lolo bronzer. I usually do this with whatever bronzer I used on my face, just to set a transition, especially if I'm doing a little bit more of a bold color. Kind of just helps everything blend a little bit easier. All right, so as I mentioned, going in with this shade here, I'm gonna start building this up in my crease. Shadows are so pigmented, you definitely need to like start with a little bit and build it up. I'm just so not used to like super pigmented shadows like these, so I tend to go a little overboard. So I just like to tap my brush in the shadow and then tap it on the back of my hand just to get some of the pigment off. So you can always add more, but it's hard to take it away. So you can definitely go deeper with the eye look, but I want to keep it pretty simple, easy to do, and just more monochromatic. I'm gonna take the same shade I've been using for the crease on a smaller brush and run it under my lower lash line. I can't even tell you guys how obsessed I am with these formulas. They're so good. I want like a huge palette of just all of these eyeshadow formulas. They're literally just the most pigmented, the most blendable shadows I've come across. So next up for our lids, I'm actually going to take a Kosas eyeshadow. I'm going to use the 10-second eyeshadow in Fahrenheit, which is very cohesive magenta color. I'm just going to pat this on my lid, sort of like a base, and then I think we might go in with another shade to top it, and then we'll do like a little bit of a smoky wing too. So I'm gonna go ahead and shake this and then pat it on my lids. So there's the Kosas eyeshadow on. You could honestly leave it like this. I think it looks so pretty. That shadow has a little bit of shimmer in it, but it's still a very matte based look. So I think it's really sleek and nice for fall, but I'm gonna add a little bit of shimmer to it. Going back in with the Ilia palette, I'm taking this sort of, I don't even know, it's more of a cool tone shimmer called Undo. And I'm gonna take this on my finger. I think I'm just gonna pat this on the center of the lid and leave that purple shade on the outer two parts of my eye. Yeah, I really like that. Now that everything looks pretty even, I did deepen up the outer V with this shade here, just a tiny bit of it. And I did go over this part as well with the shade we've been using, just for some more intensity. I sort of did a halo eye, so I brought the shimmer up a little bit into my crease. For the inner corner highlight and the brow bone, I'm taking this lightest matte, almost white, it's sort of like an off-white shade, just to highlight, like I said, the inner corners and the brow bone. All right, so I did plan on doing a wing liner for this, but I think that might be a little much with this eye, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do some mascara and then we'll finish up with the lips. You could also do a little bit of eyeliner. Should I do that? Inner waterline? I think I am. I'm gonna take the Ilia gel liner. I have the brown one here. I'm just gonna lightly line the waterline and the top one. All right, cool, that's done. For mascara, I'm gonna throw on the Ilia Limitless Lash Mascara, and then we'll move on to our lips, and that will finish up the look, guys. All right, last up for lips, I have the Honest Beauty Liquid Lipstick in the shade Fearless that I wanted to wear today. There's a little swatch of it. This is really pretty berry tone. I usually don't use a lip liner with these. I feel like they don't need it, and the brush is small enough where I could really get a defined lip line. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply this to my lips, and then we might do a gloss over it. We'll see how it ends up looking, but let me go ahead and apply this. So I think this shade is pretty. I kind of want to tone it down a little bit, so I'm gonna blot some of it off and then go in with BFF, which is like the taupey nude shade. Just, you know, take down the brightness a little bit. Even though this is pretty, I think it's a little much with the eyes as well. All right, there we go. That was definitely more of the tone I was going for this look. I'm gonna try it with a gloss. I'm gonna pop on the PYT Beauty Strike Twice Lip Duo in the shade Rumor. This really pretty like taupey gloss, which I think would be nice for this lip. I'm only gonna put this really on the center of my lips for a little extra shine. Alright guys, I think that about wraps up this look. I really like how it came out, a lot different than like what I planned in my head. But I think the smoky eyes with the same tone lip just looks so pretty and cohesive. very fall. Let me know what kind of looks you guys want to see for fall. If you're down for very warm, smoky eyes, you want something more simple, bold lips, literally just let me know anything you'd like to see below. I'd love to hear from you guys, but I'm gonna zoom out and we will be back for the outro. All right guys, that was it for today's fall look. Let me know what you think of this look in the comments below, and like I mentioned before, let me know any upcoming looks you would love to see from me. Thank you for watching. If you're curious about any of the products I used in this video, everything will be linked and listed down below. Don't forget to subscribe if you guys aren't already. Do give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it at any point. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you in my next video.